What is better in 2025? Light and cheap, super light, but may have a worse sensor, or expensive and heavy that may have a way better sensor, but is way heavier? In this video, I'm going to go in full depth and cover both of these, which one you should be getting in 2025. Alright, so here's the thing no one tells you when you're buying a gaming mouse. More expensive doesn't always mean better for you. I used to think the same thing too. That if I just bought the $150 mouse with the god tier sensor, my aim would magically look like Mongrel, Peterbot, or Reet. But I was completely wrong. Here's where the cheap, lightweight mouse comes in. You know those featherweight mice you can flick around without even thinking? Yeah, that's exactly what happened when my gameplay actually felt better. Think about Fortnite for a second. All those tight box fights, fast edits, crazy piece control. It's all about fluidity and muscle memory. If you have a bulky sensor and mouse dragging you around, even if you've got the best sensor in the world, you would lose that natural flick. It's like giving a toddler a racing bike. Sure, it's fast, but they can't use it. Sometimes what actually helps you improve is something simpler, lighter, and easier to control. Cheaper mice tend to be lighter, and when you're grinding late game after late game, that lighter weight makes a difference. I could build and aim longer without feeling that weird wrist fatigue. Plus, lighter mice forgive bad form. That's underrated. Honestly, unless you're in the top 0.1% with crack tracking and pixel perfect aim, you probably won't even notice the difference in sensors. Alright, now that you can see the cons in the light mouse and the pros, we're going to go ahead and move on to the heavier mouse with the better sensor and see why it's so much overpriced than the lighter one. So here's the thing, in a game like Rainbow Six Siege, a heavier, high-end mouse can actually give you a real edge, man. I mean, and I know that's not the popular opinion right now. Everyone's chasing the lightest mouse possible, and yeah, that's great for flicky games like Apex or Fortnite, but Siege, man, Siege is different, bro. It's slow, methodical, technical. You're holding angles, clearing pixel peaks, and relying on precision over speed. And that's where a heavier mouse with a top-tier sensor shines. The added weight gives you stability. It helps you stay on target during those tiny micro adjustments when you're holding an angle or pre-firing a corner. It's kind of like using a DSLR versus a phone camera. One is heavier, yeah, but it gives you way more control and better quality. You feel it. And in the Siege, where one bullet decides around, control matters more than fast flicks. Plus, better sensors actually do make a difference here. When you're dealing with recoil control or guns like the R4C or holding tight crosshairs on head level, you need that accuracy. You notice it. That one pixel drag, that wins gunfights. Now yeah, there are downsides. The heavier mouse can feel a bit sluggish if you're someone who plays on low sensitivity and you like flicky shots, or if you're used to fast arm movement. And yeah, the price tag stings, not gonna lie. But for a game like Siege, you're not paying for flash, you're paying for reliability. So if you're playing a tactical shooter when aim discipline matters more than speed, don't sleep on the heavier mouse. Sometimes the gear built for pros actually makes sense, if you're playing the right game. Alright. Now that we've got that out of the way, I'm going to tell you what I actually use. And not what the pros tell you, because they want you to have the worst thing possible so they can always be better than you. I'm going to be doing my unbiased opinion, totally true, because this video is not sponsored and no one paid me to tell you this. Alright, now let's get right into it. So, this is the Attack Shark 3X. It is the white, light, but cheap mouse. So this mouse doesn't break the bank, but it isn't the heavy one. I like this game for Fortnite because it's easy to aim without having to be super heavy. It's easy to build with, especially if you play on high sensitivity because it's so light. It feels like almost like you're playing with a feather. Think of it that way. It's honestly just really nice. I can just hit every single shot with it, just kill everybody, even if they are bots or real people. I'm showing you this in blitz mode, but I can also show you in build mode later if you'd like. But this mouse is just really easy to aim with. I'm showing you in zero build just because of the aim, but honestly, it's really good for building too, just because how light it is. Like I said, it's like you're playing with a feather. Honestly, just really nice. I'll just let you watch the rest and just see if you would like it. I'll also show you gameplay with the heavy mouse here in a second. 29. As y'all can see, this mouse is honestly and obviously very good in zero build. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all in build modes and see how I do. Told you. Pretty sure it goes until I lose. Like I'm the clutcher until I lose. How are you not dead? Let's go. As y'all can see, it definitely isn't bad in builds. Now, moving on to the heavy mouse. Now, we're on the heavy but good sensor mouse. This is the Razer Viper V3 Hyperspeed. I'm going to start off with aim real quick. My aim is kind of bad, but I'm kind of blaming it just on because how heavy the mouse is. It does feel kind of sluggish, almost like I'm just having to drag it kind of like a brick. Probably nothing compared to the Attack Shark 3X, but I'm not going to be excuses. You tell me down in the comments which one you probably thought was better. Now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the free build. Now, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I suck. I'm sorry, but I kind of do have to blame it on the mouse because this is a mouse video about the mouse. But this is on the Razer Viper V3 Hyperspeed, and it is just so heavy. And then when you put it on high sensitivity, it's just then it's too fast. Like, there's no in between. I used to be fine with it before I got my Attack Shark 3X. That's super light. But now that I'm used to that, this is so bad to me. I can't bear it. Y'all just have to let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm just bad or if I'm just making excuses. But I think the Attack Shark 3X is way better for Fortnite, and the Razer Viper V3 Hyperspeed is definitely better for games like Siege and first-person shooters because it is just so heavy and hard to shoot with. Yeah, I don't even know what the Razer Viper V3 is doing, but just thank y'all so much for watching. Stop buying super overpriced mouses. Just buy something like the Attack Shark 3X or something like the Glorious Model O. Stop spending $80 and above over super overpriced mice if you're not an esports pro. Like, you are not Peterbot. I'm sorry, I had to say that. You are not Peterbot. You do not need the Logitech G Pro Superlight. You do not need the Razer Viper V3 Pro or Hyperspeed. You do not need any of that. So stop buying overpriced mice, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Alright, gonna go to the outro. Jesus loves y'all.
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too. Алкоголь сломал на крышу замок. Хочу навсегда